Hi, my name's Steve Lodge, and I just want to talk a little bit about negative people or unconscious people with a lot of negativity attached to them, and situations that make us uncomfortable, or we could deem them from the mind as bad or negative energy attached to them as well. So this is something that happens to all of us. We're always put in these situations. The main thing we have to do with these situations is understand they offer growth. Now, these situations are presented with us at all times. If we keep finding that we're in the same situation, whether it be workplace bullying, negative relationships, abusive relationships, even just certain things. Now, we find within these situations because we, on many levels, allow this situation to happen. And when I say this, it doesn't mean we deserve or we allow ourselves to be abused. When I say we allow it, it's because it's something inside us that we need to resolve. It's like an insecurity. So if we're getting bullied in work, it's because we lack confidence, we lack self-worth. So we attract this type of negative behaviour and energy subconsciously. And the person who's presenting this behaviour is also feeling insecure, but they present it in a different way. So they're trying to make themselves feel more secure and powerful by making you feel less secure and powerful. And because you don't feel powerful and secure and you're an empath and you're conscious, you go about it a different way. So they go about it in a way of mind-based, this makes me feel good, I'm going to make you feel bad, all about me, 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 me. So they present themselves as a bully or bullying behaviour. When you're an empath and you're conscious and you don't feel secure, you allow them to do this because your empathic nature wants them to feel better. So with them being mind-based, they want them to feel better. With you being conscious and non-mind based, you also want them to feel better. So you allow them to bully you or abuse you. And this is what I mean by we allow it. So there's different situations. There's situations where it's just out of control. And a lot of these situations are normally fueled by alcohol or drugs. And it's something totally different. Because when you're drunk and you're being abusive, it's neither or. It's the influence of alcohol and the intoxication of the alcohol that's creating the behaviour. So it's something completely different. So when these situations arise, if it's a one-off situation or a repetitive situation, we need to make a decision. Now, the three questions I always ask myself are, can I accept this situation? If not, can I change it? And if not, I find a way to leave the situation. Anything else is insanity. Trying to stay there and change someone who doesn't want to change is insanity or ego on your behalf. We need to accept they are where they are and walk away. The other way of looking at this is we see it as a lesson. So when we're triggered by a situation we don't feel comfortable with it, rather than going straight to the person and saying, look, I don't like your behaviour, it doesn't make me feel good, you need to walk away. Sometimes this action is the lesson and we need to do this to grow. Other times we need to look within ourselves and find out why we feel this way during this situation. So we need to understand what's triggering it in us, because the lessons come to us so we can grow. Everything is about growth and experience. So if something's triggering us, it's going to keep triggering us. So if, I don't know, say if you were called a clown as a kid, for example, this is just something that's just, I'm using it as an example, and then someone calls you a clown in life and it was a derogatory term as a child, and then you're like, I'm not a clown, who are you calling a clown? You're the clown. Because it brings something back up that wasn't resolved from your childhood. Now, if through life there's just random people who use that terminology, you could be in a bar, a restaurant, even in your local supermarket, and you could hear someone saying, oh yeah, that guy's a clown. Not necessarily talking about you, but it'll trigger you. You'll be like, who's he calling a clown? Is he calling me a clown? I don't like that guy. All he's using it as a terminology, but it's triggering something in you that was unresolved from your childhood. Whereas if you look at it from a different perspective, if you were funny and you were the class clown and someone said, oh, you're a clown, or even if your job is a clown and you're like, I'm actually a clown, then it doesn't trigger you. And this is what we've got to learn from what triggers us and where we need to grow and what we need to heal within us. So not every situation, or should I say, situations aren't good or bad. They're just situations. It's how we respond to a situation that creates what it is. If we respond positively and grow, or positively and say, hey, I can't accept this, can you change please? And then you decide to walk away because you're not ready for that lesson right now. Something else could be going on in your life and you're like, you know what, I'm just not ready to deal with this today, or I'm not ready to deal with this at this point in my life, so I'm going to walk away at the moment and I'll deal with it when it comes around again. That's also fine. So what we do is, when we see these situations, we need to understand that it's not personal. I've spoke about this before. We need to see why this situation is there. Life is a whole series of interactions amongst each other for growth and love. That's what life's about. We're taught that it's all about mind-based stuff and there's all this other stuff connected to it, and it's not. It's simple. Life is simple. The mind complicates it. It's about love, it's about growth, and it's about experiencing and sharing. It's as simple as that. It's all this other stuff, this making it complicated, is mind-based. I get told so much stuff, am I a this, am I a that, am I a whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm none of that stuff. I'm just a human connected to nature, which I am. Listening to a message when my mind is quiet, that comes to me. That's all I am. And that's enough, because I'm just being. And being is why I'm here. And being is why we're all here. To be. Just to be. That's enough. And I'm grateful for that opportunity and that gift. I hope this has helped some of you out, because these are things that I remind myself daily, because daily challenges come. And as you start understanding them as just challenges for growth, they get easier because you don't put attachment to them. You no longer become a victim of circumstance. You become in control of circumstance. You are now creating and manifesting the life you choose, because you're in control of what you choose to do, regardless of the situation. The situation no longer controls you. You decide how you're going to behave within the situation. And this is empowering. This is when our strength really starts to come out and we really start to shine, because we are in control of what we do, nobody else. Anyway, I just want to wish you all love and light, and I hope you have a fantastic day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are. And remember, it's not easy, but if it was easy, you wouldn't be growing. So let's embrace the fact that it's not easy and enjoy it, and keep moving forward regardless of what happens. Get back up and go again. Do not stop going again. This is our life. All right, bye.